have finally seen Abyss here in VCT EMEA, and what a beautiful map that was between Team Heretics and FUT. I'm your host Yinsu, and I'm back here once again with Zaysh and Ash. Honestly, I didn't think we were going to see it. I'm glad we saw it today. What did you make of it, Ash?
It was pretty interesting. I think that we didn't really know what to expect as far as those compositions go. Every region has been running something a little bit different, mainly looking over towards Pacific and whatnot. And both these teams had two very different approaches. I think we're very surprised to see both the Deadlock and Cypher being run there by FUT.
Yeah, I think it's FUT managed to pick a really defensive side comp. They started on defense, and I think the fact that they started really bad the side and the one that they should have snowballed on and they get a lot of rounds, the map went really well for them, because once you go to attack with this type of comp, it's kind of hard for you. I think Fnatic also ran the Deadlock Cypher on Ascent.
Yeah, they did. The only team to win with it.
Yeah, it's really hard, I think, to run this type of comps on attack. So the side they had to snowball, they didn't do it, so it was hard.
Let's talk about that Cypher, because there were cages, trips, shenanigans, cameras, everything everywhere.
Yeah, there were, and I don't know, the theory crafters out there haven't really been a fan of the Cypher. I feel like there's been some criticisms, but I think when you're looking towards the fact that you have both Benji and Yedijay on that Cypher here on Abyss, it was insane the amount of value they were able to find with their utility, and I think a big part of that as well is you have to keep in mind that this is a new map, right?
Yeah.
People are not used to the trips that are going to be put down. You can really catch players off guard.
Yeah, always on a new map, the Sentinels are so good, because people doesn't expect the mollies, doesn't expect the trips, doesn't expect anything. So you can just play a lot of setups, even though it's the most random trap, it will work because people don't know where to aim, where to pre-shot, where to put their abilities and things. So it's kind of hard. And we saw that it worked. And also I want to point out something that it was really good. It's we saw the post plant on Sunset.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
you like that?
I like that because I'm a nerd, you know? So I like this type of stuff, and also the wall bank on the post plant that they were doing on B with the Odin.
That's
this
cool.
type of things, I think it's things that can set a meta on the map, and it's new map. So you saw during kickoff when we started playing Sunset, a lot of teams started doing this post plant and the retake things, and I think right now Heretics and FUT will set the meta for Europe, because this type of stuff is just so powerful.
You just want to see the world burn, Zaysh. You just want everyone to just play post-plant and throw util at each other like crazy. But let's take a look at Miniboo here in the AIM Labs warm-up, because you wanted them to play double duelers. They didn't do it. Are you a bit disappointed?
I mean, they still won, but for me, recently they were not really confident, and I thought that they were going to run something to get their confidence back before Champions. Because right now, of course, you have a title to play, you have a lot of things to play, but what matters the most is Champions, and you want the confidence, you want to try things, you want to change your things before going to Champs. So I think we heard Yetujay before the match starts. He said during his interview that yesterday they wanted to play first map, it was Sunset, and then go to try things on the Haven, try things on Sunset, so they can go to Champs well prepared. But they didn't manage to go to third map also. So yeah, I mean, it's the right mentality to have right now.
This is the thing though, it sounds stupid when I say it now because they lost on Sunset. As we take a look at Agent Select, surely Heretics don't lose Sunset twice at playoffs, right?
I think this is a team where we look at how they kind of walked onto the stage today, and they looked a little bit more loose after that loss yesterday. And when you're looking over towards FUT, of course, they are also a solid team here on Sunset, but Heretics, they like to come back with a vengeance. I feel like this squad of rookies bounces back really well.
You believe they don't lose it on it twice?
I mean, if I have to be honest, I want to see them lose on Sunset, so my heart doesn't get broken, you know?
I get you.
Because yesterday they could have qualified us, and they lost on their two best maps. So today, I don't want them to win Sunset, so my heart doesn't break, you know? They can win Bind, it's fine, but please don't win both.
I love the honesty. I really like it. Thank you very much there, Azation. Speaking of hard-hitting honesty, here's Pansy and Steel. Give us a take, you guys.
Ooh, a hot take. A hot take.
She said a take.
Oh,
Not a hot take.
Okay.
It could be a bad take. It could be a
I don't have any lined up at the moment.
lukewarm take.
Yeah, I haven't got any cooked up.
I got a
How
take.
about you? You got one? Okay.
But probably should have won against Fnatic yesterday. all they had to do was not send CNED down B main one round and down middle another round. When they were at rounds, I think they had 11 or 12 rounds in either or both of the situations. They could have closed that out. Team Heretics, obviously, they've been looking a little bit rocky here and there. They lost a map against, what, like Gentlemates, Koi, Giant X, like all these teams. I think those were the teams. Don't quote me on that. So it's possible that Team Heretics could lose here to FUT. FUT have been looking strong all season, but
We'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, historically, this has been 2-0 City in favor to Heretics between these two. So maybe we buck the trend, though. Maybe that changes today. Maybe a 2-1. Who knows which way it goes. As it stands, it'll be FUT on the attack and Heretics on the defending side. And big info on the start, but no early commitments anywhere. Spike is over towards the A side of the map.
it's good information from FUT. They know Benji's B. They know he's playing the retake. They got the camera. They see that they're playing A. And now FUT waiting long enough to put that pressure on Team Heretics. Boo. He's gonna spot them. He needs to run. He needs to keep his life.
Yeah, looking at where FUT are approaching from, he has to be really careful with how he plays this. And I think he's reading it right, slipping all the way back towards CT.
Knife just re-cleared B main. Team Heretics knows exactly what's up, and they are shifting over. Maybe Yetterjay snuck out middle. They're going to go for that re-clear. Nope, going into A-Link. They want to go and stop FUT before they get to the site.
It's such a nasty look. Maybe offset by Benji's timing, but still, as it stands, you're looking at the site itself, and a pre-take for Heretics. They're going right back in, and very early here, but the Paranoia going to catch and seen it. Going to pick up two. Wu and Miniboo go down. Rien's Boo and Benji struggling now, and there's that late lurk coming into effect, clearing out, allowing all that focus straight through towards CT. And CNED catches 4, and FUT get the first.
Good start for FUT, and we're going to see them do a lot of the similar things that we've seen them do on this map. CNED going to walk around towards B, using that Gecko Dizzy from cracks, get that space, figure out what's going on, diagnose what that setup is. Where is Benji? That's going to be the name of the game, avoiding him or trying to disarm his traps before hitting him, knowing that Team Heretics plays for this retake. So, Team Heretics, are they going to do a gamble stack here? They always do it when they're on Classics. Here, they've got 2 Sheriffs, though.
Okay, it's going to be Miniboo and Boo. You can do the damage. FUT taking their time. Yetterjay still showing presence here, that Dizzy. Straight through the window, and Captain got the angle. But slowly building towards A. Boo still trying to shoulder that, but I think he's feeling like, again, has to be quite safe. If they're going for these 4-1 splits, he has to play carefully. And there's a pause here. FUT maybe waiting to see if anyone overextends, if any information is given away.
The group is coming. CNED regrouping towards A. FUT.
Oh, I thought that second could have hit there, but no. Captain clean enough with the Ghost to take down Boo. But they're not moving quickly here. The backline will be pressured soon. The trip will have to be broken, so they know that they're on the way now. But should be able to speed up a little towards site. And they've cleared it out.
Should be free. And Team Heretics looking to do damage. Already Benji looking to box him in on that back line. 3 defenders coming in from spawn. They have no smokes to work with.
Oh!
But they got a Sheriff.
And maybe that's enough to at least start this off. 3 players now.
Flank trip broken, that's pressure. Yetterjay, eyes locked in on it.
He has to stay to this. He has to commit to this, and if they get the timing right, it's going to split the attention. And he tries. He makes it go over, but it's Yetterjay with a bigger weapon. The better shot. Takes down Benji. Now, pressure elsewhere. CNED going to be surrounded. A flying Miniboo with the trade for Rien's. And Yetterjay being the hero of the hour. And Wood can't do it with the classic. A nice try, and certainly damage done. But FUT make it through with the second.
If that round has taught me anything, it's not about the size of the weapon, it's how you use it. Right there, the classic. Doing a lot of damage. The Sheriffs as well for Miniboo and Boo. Getting those openings. Yetterjay with that Outlaw was able to do enough. But he upgrades up, and it's going to be a bonus round for Team FUT. Right now, they have that showstopper, and we've seen what they do with it before. But they like this fast speed play.
Eco, boys. Good job.
But will Team Heretics read this? Will Benji Fishy be caught in the open?
Benji, you better be ready. You know what's coming. CNED, it's not the first, and it won't be the last time he does it. Benji, how are you alive? How are you alive? Lucky boy on 15 here. And he's at least slowed the roll, right? He's done well enough to be able to deny that early springboard in towards B, but it felt like a coin flip.
That was so close. Like, I saw it happening. FUT does this so regularly. CNED always has a showstopper on these types of rounds and sends it in through B main, but that re-clear on mid doesn't catch anyone.
I think he caught a couple. They've definitely seen some, but Minibu wants right on in. It's back-to-back kills for Heretics, clearing out middle. Nice little playback through there, being proactive with the high flash being sent in. And now it's down to YeTheJ and Mr. Fallen to try and find any sort of value they can. Can they cost him a rifle or two? They make this harder. Already spotting the player close by. That being YeTheJ. Won't be able to fall too far away from this. But Heretics showing a little bit of caution here. Still, information aplenty. This should be clean, and it is. Quick work in the end of that first real dangerous moment.
Looking like a deja vu of the last game. If it does continue to go the same way as Abyss, but should be picking up this round here. But Team Heretics with an Andalusia Flawless, meaning they might be able to steamroll into this next round. Very close to some ultimates, but re-ends, couple off. This is a great re-clear on mid. That KO flash, that Neon stun sliding out and capitalizing on that stun flash combo was a really nice thing to see. He sent 3 of them.
It's nice hearing them being kind of confident though, like happy amongst each other, because they've been, I mean, you could tell that these guys came off the back of Madrid. They've had a really busy season. You'd imagine if they were maybe older players or, you know, a little bit longer in the tooth, let's say, they might have been struggling with some of that, but no, they've come back in still refreshed, still happy to be here. Early work as well coming out from Heretics, trying to take over that A main pressure. Minibu putting his life on the line first, and there was utility to set this up.
While this pressure is happening at A for FUT, 3 players have stolen B main.
The stun, Minibu's affected, and Boo goes down. I thought both of them could have held that then. Maybe Minibu wanted to save the day, but they've won out on B. It's the floodgates are open. Yeah, the spike's not picked up, but the others can try and gather that on the way back around. This is huge. Even got pressure towards middle as well from Ada Captain. It's perfect. They had everything wrapped up with a bow in this. Woot is going to be dead here as FUT perfectly respond.
An Andalusia Flawless in response to Team Heretics, but the one silver lining for Team Heretics was that they were able to keep 5 players alive in the previous round, which means here they have their guns. Neon, Minibu, he can even use his jazz hands if he wants to go for that, but again, right now, FUT in a pretty good control over the game. We see them kind of splitting off in these 2 packs. It's usually CNED with Cracks, and then it's Ada Captain with Mr. Fallen. Those are the 2 kind of push and pull factors of this attack right now, where we see them take B main, then they push back A, then they go B, and they have these nice little tempo changes.
Once again, yeah, Minibu's not getting what he wants here. FUT actually really addressing this now with bodies behind it. Look at Ada Captain.
Is he gonna come back and flash again?
He's just gone with the swing, double swing, and it's rewarded. Audacious play and pandemonium to even find Mr. Fallen as well.
The walk out to B, it's going to get the sight, but it's not going to do much more than that at the end. FUT not even in a position to capitalize off of it because the spike is still in spawn. YeTheJ still holding that A push to see if Minibu goes all the way through. But already the reset from the defenders from A going back into middle, reading that the next play might be YeTheJ through middle. But if they overextend here, if they peek, might lose that advantage.
They knifed to see if anyone was pushed up towards that kind of like mid pillar, but no one was. So they've played it on the erring on the side of caution, which might be the right call here. Drifting back towards a holding, a more standardized approach. God, they're desperate to find out where these guys are. The knife in, the owl drone. We can see where they've slipped through towards. Crack's going to try and get a little bit deeper towards CTs. On the backside of pillar now. Got them some safety. They've got a late mid presence from YeTheJ. Still scary times for Heretics, and Cracks with a freebie. Finds Riens and can now drift away a little bit deeper.
That's Thrash online now for FUT as well that they could use in this. Team Heretics was so comfortable going for that 5 versus 3 retake, giving up that sight, but now only in a 4 versus 3. Starting to come in here. Don't expect that op on YeTheJ.
It's tricky. Chopper is huge. So here he comes. Minibu trying to slide on in, but it's Cracks to find him. And now there's problems, but they're going to get halfway at least on the spike here. Benji ain't moving. Trying to be ice cold about this, but the trades are coming out effective for FUT. A 2-1, and Boo, the last man alive, trying to do what he can, but he's just, oh my god, how did he get Cracks there? But he's got to go. He has to find this kill, and he can't. YeTheJ lives to fight another day, and FUT Move forward.
That is an unreal 3 versus 5 there. And it wasn't even Krax that got that spike plant. He would have had his Thrash online off of the plant. He doesn't get that plant, but he gets that opening kill. And that's 2 kills basically for FUT to equalize the situation before Team Heretics is able to do anything relevant. Team Heretics just playing too much into their strength is the retakes, so why not go for it? Give up the B site. Hey, when you guys go there, cool. We're fine retaking 5 versus 3. How are we gonna lose this? We got like a 99% success rate. Well, there's the 1%.
And now they're going to be suffering the consequences. Probably a timeout here for Heretics, I can imagine, yes. Couple of ults they could bring in, sure, but their money is going to be suffering on the other side, sitting, you know, with, it looks like Sheriff's light armor, but they do have the ultimate, so I wonder what they're going to go for here.
It's one of those things where you could go aggressive with it. You have that Sylva Dart. You could combo it with Boo using Paranoia and comboing with Rienz's Dart. He has his ultimate as well to get in the back lines. Mini Boo just sprinting at them. It could work in certain places. We've seen CNED get caught off guard at B a couple times on his attack against these fast sort of tempo changes, but everyone else is relatively safe. We see YetaJ hiding around Tiles area or holding that A push, and FUT does this very safe spread default against these types of rounds, especially against pauses, these timeouts. So Team Heretics, if they want to go aggressive, they might not get the value that they expect. They should maybe even opt to do something a little bit more passive, let FUT waste a bunch of time, then start develop into the round, and then trap them somehow.
Let's see if that's maybe what they go for. Already seeing FUT look like they're eyeing up middle. And yeah, Heretics kind of going through what we expect to a degree. It's the 4 Sheriffs and just then Mini Boo with that classic. He can invest the ult if he feels it's the right time to do so.
We see the defensive pings as well. They have a feeling that this type of play is going to happen.
Here we go! It's not the wrong read.
Paranoia deep. YetaJ.
Miniboo's trying to hunt down that one player on the other side, which he might get. He might get YetaJ, but YetaJ just swats him back into the next round. They've kept control. They've got middle. They can pivot where they want. They've taken down Miniboo, and they fancy that B site. Benji's been having a hard time holding on to this one. 0-4 so far. Rough game for him. And the site should be fully in hand for FUT.
No real openings in as well. At a captain holding that back line. Oh, that's just shadow stepping at each other.
Oh, so close. Oh my god, just catching glimpses here and there. And now Krax the one to be pressured first. Nice shot from Woot. That's a good step, but still, FUT have this back line. Now going to be under scrutiny from Boo. And YetaJ's just holding on. This man just finds critical kills time and time again. Rienz, though, I've seen it. Maybe they can pressure the spike here, but it's going to be difficult. Mr. Fallen keeping eyes on. YetaJ waiting in case someone tries to get close. How do they get rid of it? Well, that's a shot. And now there's a couple of problems. Mr. Fallen, it's all on you. A 1v2, and he wants halfway at the very least. Benji's got that, and Rienz has the shot. Heretics never down and fully out here, gonna find themselves a second.
What? Okay, well, I mean, Team Heretics, they're good at the retakes. You know, the 5v3s, those are the hard ones. The easy ones are the 4 versus 5 Yarn Eco. Okay, doesn't really make sense, but go on. And we got a bunch of ultis up for Team Heretics as well.
What the
Rolling Thunder.
bro?
True.
That was so clean.
That was pretty clean. One off ultimate for CNED. They have Mr. Fallen on that Rolling Thunder. We've seen them do these mid to B splits with that Rolling Thunder ready for this market area. It might come off of a little bit of a slow opening here. Mini Boo,
Oh, he's going.
so aggressive.
Fully off the leash, he just wants to keep going, and he's found a potential victim. But the slow, the stuns, everything being thrown in at them. Lovely shot from Rienz cross map. They've still found their man. They've drawn first blood. What's the response from FUT now? Do they pause? Do they hit the brakes, or do they quickly pivot?
Try to quickly pivot, but if Team Heretics is able to come in to that 5 versus 4 retake using that KO ultimate to shut down all the abilities, the timing peak.
Oh my god.
There it goes.
Wait.
What?
No, what are we up to? That felt so out of sorts, so...
Why have they done
timing,
this?
what is going on between these two? Suddenly it's getting messy here. YetaJ's look now has to be sped up. He can't just sit back and wait. You've got Ada Captain getting out there, does have TP, can get away with that one. God, I thought he was sticking around for a second then, jeez.
I think he just wanted the info, but YetaJ is completely cutting off all the rotations through spawn. So right now, Ada Captain needs to make this decision. 40 seconds. Wherever he goes, he needs to commit. And Team Heretics knows Boo has his ultimate. He can quickly reposition if he needs to. But right now, They're just gambling towards B. If it's A, cool, we go together.
30 seconds
Yeta J
left.
needs to get 2 on this rotation, but right now, Miniboo reclearing B main. Rest of the team through Spawn, and Yeta J knows that they're all here.
So much pressure on him, though. They know about his lurk, so they've got to be paranoid about this, or at least they should be. They seem to be completely none the wiser.
No, not again.
Boo! A quick flick and it's job done. Now it's on Adacaptain to basically clutch here. What can the one man achieve? Desperate to get a kill, and I like the timing on this. He's actually threading the needle quite well. Going to invest the smoke, but he's got to keep an eye on the spike at the very least. He can't let it completely go out of hand. Oh, he's just about dodging these bullets here. Pulling the Neo, but still the tap on the spike. You can see that it's not a commitment. He's waiting on this.
They're waiting. They have time.
They both have, oh my god, but now they're down at least a player here. They've got to play this to perfection. Adacaptain trying to just toy with their minds. Oh my god, Adacaptain. Riens. Thought you might have balls of steel on that one, but it's Adacaptain. Oh, I thought he could have had that clutch. I thought it was all his. A 1v3 was beckoning, but it wasn't to be. Riens does get the defuse, and Heretics get another round.
You know, I've been up here not that long, but I've been up here enough times to see Adacaptain in a man disadvantaged situation as Omen with the spike in a very similar position, winning 2v3s, 3v5s from, and I'm like, oh, am I gonna see that again? And it came so damn close, right? That's, yeah.
Yeah, he's so clutch. Genuinely, he's such a clutch player. You felt that was right on the wire there.
When I saw that peak from Woot, losing that KO ultimate in the at market in that 5 vs 4, what's going on?
It just felt just pandemonium, and it feels like we're going to see more of that.
What's it?
Brawl.
Oh my god!
This just feels ridiculous. Miniboo's the one to come out on top here, Cenat's the one to fall, but still, they're putting so much behind this, so much of a scrap. They're just throwing Miniboo into the blender, but he keeps coming out on top.
Catching FUT off guard, and FUT is usually so safe in their openings. Instant reaction to middle, reclear with the drone. They have that KO flash as well if they need it.
Right here.
Yeah, it looks like Heretics getting the tempo, getting the read, getting the beat of what FUT want to do with this. But still, trying to deal with them, even with the right ideas, is no easy task. And they've completely repositioned to this stack towards top middle, maybe expecting this is the next reaction. Is it the right call? It was, but the gun in the way, but there's still enough numbers here. The Heretics come out on top. Woot this time gonna go for the ult as well. They now know about Adacaptain. They don't quite know about Yeta J or Mr. Fallen, but they can make a good guess on this one. Mr. Fallen may be the one to find a shot here to help out. He can! And that's huge, but still the numbers sitting pretty favorably here, but the position of this fight is everything Adacaptain again! So goddamn clutch when it matters, and now Boo left in the 1v2 this time. Can he get the res? Makes a tap towards it.
30 seconds
Should be able to, no crush in the door here. Res is up, and we're back to 2 apiece, but now they know his position.
Sneaky position as well.
This is nice from Yeta J. Should be rewarded.
They found my wife.
Caster's Curse. I'm not going to say anything because last round he had something similar.
But the timing, that positioning should be so good. And Adacaptain, if you won't do it, I will. Yeta J not going to be able to get there in time just yet. Going to have to speed up if he wants to catch Boo. And now, whoa, what a shot from Boo!
Go for spike.
10 HP. And they haven't seen Yeta J. Are they starting to think maybe he's on the lurk? When does that penny drop? It's so well positioned. Come on, Boo! The curse holds true. And Heretics get another. Yeta J's positioning was exceptional, Josh, but it just didn't work out again.
You know, that's got to be so sad that Yeta J gets killed because of his teammates' one-way smoke that was positioned there just earlier. Oh, that's so sad. Because, yeah, you're absolutely right. Boo's like, wait a minute. He hasn't tried to trade his teammate. The site's free. He hasn't peeked me yet. Got to be on that flank. Turns around, still has it up. Oh, man. And jumping through that one-way smoke as well. He had the TP on the box, so he jumped through. And I don't think Adacaptain was ready for that type of peek, that type of play. So, man, these rounds are just going so back and forth. These openings from Team Heretics with that Miniboo just sliding down the lines, Woot flashing, Rien's darting, Boo using a paranoia. And right now, FUT, they're getting caught kind of in the open, but they have such good ultimates, but they don't have the economy to follow it up with. And when we see this showstopper from them, we expect, okay, fast B play. When we see this Rolling Thunder, we expect, okay, mid-round market split. But right now, do they invest those? Maybe we can see 1 or 2. Maybe they do something with that Omen ultimate from Adacaptain. We saw them combo that
nice little play
in
towards
elbow.
elbow. Yeah, that was lovely.
So if we can see some sort of something like that being comboed, they might not use the ultimate to open up the round, but they might use it to close the round. And right now we're seeing Cracks with that Vandal invested. So at least one hero weapon looking to find an opening, and then if they're able to get that opening, they follow up with the ultimates. Otherwise, they wait. They got all of them to dump next round, and Team Heretics would just have one more round lead.
Alrighty, 3 more seconds and we're back underway here. So many ults, but not the weapons to back it up. Benji feeling brave enough, even spotting that CNED has that ult in hand to still try and make a play here. Now he's going to be under pressure though, and this is the adjustment. CNED maybe expecting that Benji was going to sit safer for a main, but a quick adjustment through from Market. They get their man. B site now open, the plant should be there and it should be safe. You're still looking at these rifles. One's been picked up in the hands of CNED, and one with cracks. Next string of attention is over towards this Market approach.
J.
Again, this timing is so good. Now he's rewarded, and he even wants a little bit more. Woot's going to shut him down, but you look at the numbers. It's a 2v4.
Wow, Benji getting caught there. Team Heretics already calling that save. Did not expect that fast play. Did not expect those ultimates to come through. Like, obviously, you're thinking, they're probably going to ego here. Maybe they don't use these ultimates. But again, FUT just get into middle for free because Team Heretics doesn't really contest that. They contest A lot. Benji breaking the camera towards B, showing that they're going to be weak in middle. FUT taking that space, and they still save that Rolling Thunder. But seeing a big opening with that showstopper through that middle area. And now FUT are able to take the lead off the back.
Well, it's what you
low
wanted,
investment.
right? This was what you wanted to see them kind of
absolutely.
like a little set piece to an extent. I mean, just building off of maybe one of those ults, deciding to use it early rather than late, and it worked. They got Benji, sight was available, and J finally rewarded for those lurks.
And now Team Heretics on a low investment round. They have light shield on 3 of the players. Benji, I don't think he can afford anything. So what does J do? Outlaw out, probably going to control that middle area. He loves playing around bottom middle, in tiles, controlling those rotations and creating options for his teammates to fall back.
Just a little farmer with that weapon.
It's a good weapon.
Oh, it's so good. And a captain. Can have the light on, but oh, big damage. Oh, was the follow-up? Okay, both of them walk away.
Very low.
Pretty rough. They might go on this. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty confirmed damage. Maybe not so much towards Mr. Fallen, but they certainly know they sent out a captain scurrying away.
Benji fishy. Now his classic's looking real dangerous. But off the site they play because they know that Rolling Thunder is going to just demolish them if they play on the site.
Yep, you're right.
Entry coming in from CNED.
Yeah, he's got the sight for them. Done his job. Paint Shell going to make him shift a little closer. CNED, you don't want to go too far here. CNED, you don't want to go too far here, do you? A trade for out a captain, but he's the one on 2 HP. He's got to back away here. Again, we're getting a little scary. There's a couple of weapons now left loose. You got Rienz with the rifle, Woot with the rifle. Benji got himself one as well.
Here. Rolling Thunder available. He just can't hit his teammates with this as he does it. It's going to come in as soon as that spike gets tapped.
Waiting for it now. Woot gonna find cracks real quick. Paranoia didn't find it, but it's gonna connect towards so many here. Time to go farming. J claiming 2 lives already. Rienz and Woot have a couple more seconds till that clock starts ticking quickly, and they know it, and they're getting to damn work. Already down to the 1v1, and Woot trying to do what he can, but the swing's so right. J underlining the round, and FUT taking a further lead now.
Team Heretics letting this gap widen on their best map, their map pick as well, 4-6 on their defense right now, but going into a little bit of a gun round here, they do have light shields only on 5 of the players. J, if you went for the outlaw here, it would be huge. Sometimes you're watching this, you're seeing 2 HP on Ada Captain, but that outlaw coming in huge for J. He's able to switch to that Vandal and close out the last 2 players to get a nice little clutch in the end there.
Nice, Debo.
It's nice to see him rewarded, though, because he had some real heartbreaking rounds where it just, as I said, unlucky timing here and there, awkward positioning, instantaneous reward, and back into things. Couple of ults still in play. Mini Boo's got his, Boo's got his. On the other side, J's got theirs as well, but the rest were used up by FUT, as we noted. Rien's pretty close by with 2 ult orbs until he achieves his. So, 4-6, and FUT with a different approach. Pace change.
Team Heretics as well with a different approach. They have 3 towards B now. They didn't do any opening contact towards A this round, and instead they have a double A kind of bait and switch setup here with Big Bro and Little Bro. And Boo's been in this position before on that pixel gap, but they haven't had Mini Boo sitting in this corner before. Now they might timing swing into this.
Goes wide. Gonna gonna see all of them. Boo's now on a platter. Does he get out with his life already? You can see where Dizzy was able to get that flash towards, but he's made it out of sight. This guy is fortunate. He's off ski. He's out of there. Got to be careful on this cross, though.
Okay.
Oh my god. Ooh, I thought he might have had that. Rienz, though, keeps things at least within touching distance. But look at CNED trying to shift up a bit closer. He could have a fight on Benji here, but it's Woot joining him. So a 1v2, one right, one left, but it's CNED still. That knife will give away that he was close. Not quite sure where, but still close enough. They've got to be careful. And now the swing, and that's not a clean enough shot. Benji takes that first step. Now it's on Yellow. Clutch before, can he clutch again? Not this time. Heretics closing the gap up to 5. The game is still very much live between these two.
Really good decision making there by Boo, getting out the way he did. He knew he was getting hunted down. Shadow steps away, and as soon as his teammates are close enough that they can trade, they go out, they peek, they get the 2-for-1 on the players coming out of elbow there. And I love how in that 3 versus 2 retake for Team Heretics, instantly Rienz is droning through spawn, getting all that information. Nobody's close here. That means that they're either pushed back into elbow or they're in A-link. And the time that Benji and Woot took together to knife, to jiggle out all the angles, to wait for that peek from CNED, deal with him, just slowly encroaching. They have so much time to work with. Beautifully played, they keep 3 alive, and they secure that round.
And it's the fact that Minibu goes back to this.
Is he gonna... Wait, is he gonna so vault them in the back?
Wait to see, or yeah, it looks like that might be the case already across the map here. Paranoia coming in, Boo's in trouble once again. This guy is just constantly under pressure, constantly being chased down. This time doesn't opt to go all the way towards CT. They've still got safety on short. They still have Woot there to keep that secure, so he doesn't have to fall all the way back, but it is a 4v4. Stacking up a little towards the short side. And it's a pause. Again, all this fight happened above a minute. There's still a minute 10 on the clock here, so plenty of time to slow things down.
Camera has that mid info, and Benji's popping it on just 5-second intervals. Trip's got control over B. Setup is maintained for Team Heretics.
Big info on the knife. One way reinvested. Cage is a response, but now they focus towards maybe elbow. You can already see that play back in from Woot, going to push himself towards the site. That's a little bit dangerous, still on the line. He needs Boo with him, and now here comes the hit. With the Dizzy and the stun, they are looking so vulnerable, looking so easy to clear, and they are! FUT walk the site on the re-hit. It was just so well crafted on the timing. Now Benji and Rienz trying to play this back in. That's a lot of bodies to clear. That's a 2v4. You got to look at the post-plant positioning. Mostly tucked towards site with a little bit of an offset from Mr. Fallen. Swing together. I don't know if he saw enough. It feels like he did. Maybe a step or two even potentially heard. Going all the way around, but it's going to be matched. It's going to be met with a similar look from Mr. Fallen. With no pressure elsewhere, they're starting to get a bit paranoid, but he's got the flash still, but he might get pushed off this angle. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Benji would have to go nuclear to do anything. It's looking like FUT are teed up to take the lead even further away. Oh my god! Oh! Benji, no, stop it, stop it! I was wrapping up the half, Benji. Relax a little. Simmer down. You're not meant to be able to do that sort of stuff. Give me the replay of that, please.
That was crisp.
God damn, that was so close.
It was very close, crisp shots in the end there, but not enough to secure the round. And right there, that needs to go in a folder, a bookmark of how not to play those types of 4 versus 4 situations, because right there was well played by FUT, great utility usage, the combination of the abilities, getting onto the site with the Dizzy, the positioning, the cages to kind of deny that one-way smoke. I'm just wondering why Team Heretics thought that it was a good idea to try to hold A from A-Link there when they have that camera watching middle, they have a double up in market, playing the retake on B. Yeah, that was so...
It's giving me whiplash seeing that.
Right?
Like, god damn, how is...
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fast opening here.
Oh yeah, you're
right. They got that, you know, neon.
Yeah, why not?
A little sprinty. CNED on that Sheriff again. He had a 4K opening on that first half here. FUT trying to disrespect the smoke. Yeah, they did this. They did this on Abyss as well in their defense. Close down the map.
There is a play keeping an eye on this.
Going out.
Boo.
Heretics. They're already moving back.
Oh, a nice attempt at damage, but Cracks is so sharp.
They're so close though. Team Heretics. FUT don't expect this.
Surely not. Oh, but the timing. Now they're going to hear those tippy-tappies over towards tiles, and they're going to just shift away. They get themselves back towards site. This is a lovely little kind of like assassination from FUT, and CNED wanting to pick back up where he left off on map 1, but not going to be the case. Okay, now this is where we get a little too dangerous. Now we got to be careful here. We're in a 3v3. It was looking like FUT had all the right approaches for a minute.
3 versus 3, and Team Heretics knows it's only one more player here. Right now, we gotta go quick. We gotta kill him before the rotates come in.
And they know he's on site. Off the back of that knife, they've got to know that he was around this position, and yeah, indeed, he's going to be committed to it, but they've been stalled out. Heretics taking their time here. The flash comes in. Mr. Fallen tries to send a quick flash before he went down, but it wasn't going to be. So now a 2v2, back and forth. No plant, 20 seconds. It's getting dangerous. They know about one, but they don't know about Yedajay. Maybe looking to identify, but this all flows by here. The right click not good enough, and cleaned up. Benji gonna do well in the pistol, and the score gets tied right back up, nice and close in just a moment's time. It feels like if Heretics keep this sort of thing up.
If Heretics hesitated even one more second in running into that A site, it could have been disastrous for them.
I thought it already was.
Ada Captain already coming out with the paranoia. Once I saw that, I'm like, oh, it's done for. That cage from Benji to let them flood out of elbow, that was a lifesaver for them. And I love how in that 2 versus 2, they didn't instantly try to plant behind that safe box and just like sit there pivoting. I love how they alleviated the pressure, push into A-Link, get that kill on Yedajay, and now they can play out the round. Or whoever was there.
Now can they make it all even? Boo. Gonna see the entirety of FUT. And actually that's a Bulldog to be picked up, and Benji's only got that Ghost, so he has to slip away and respect this a little bit. They're gonna speed up on site and probably get that plant down quite quickly, but that back line is a problem. Benji's got to play his life here, because FUT have done really well to recover this.
Spike planted.
They carry on this way.
But Benji's only got a ghost. His life isn't super important right now. Making sure he stays alive to disrupt this retake timing as best as he can. That is his goal right now. FUT need to ignore him and just go for that retake. But they're walking in. They're hunting him one at a time.
And he's good for it on the first. He is being closed down on, so... Oh, I thought he got away. CNED, really nice tracking to follow him up and over, but it is a 3v3. There's that Ghost, but, I mean, as I said, not exactly a prize possession. There. Do you like that lineup? He's been working on that for hours, man.
I might need to hit a custom and try that out.
Yeah, sorry, we'll get demos one day, don't worry about it. For the rest of it, though, just gonna opt for the spike here. No real use kind of carrying any of that on. I thought they could have a bit more threat to that, especially with that Bulldog pickup at the bottom and middle. Maybe speeding up to try and get past Benji would have been the more ideal option, but you know, it's trying to pick your poison at that point.
It's either go for the round win and ignore Benji, or go for as much damage as you can, retrieve as many weapons as you can, and you know, try to hunt him down, alleviate some pressure, force them into an area, hope that they come into you. They didn't. Unlucky. They denied a weapon. They did a lot of damage.
But it's a decent bonus, though. If you look at this, they've still got, what, 3 rifles, the Sheriff with Boo, yeah, the SMG on Mini Boo, but that's not that bad when you're on Neon. You can just run and gun. Okay, well, it's not that great.
If there was follow-up, maybe.
Yeah, theoretically. And yeah, the spacing, not great.
I'll flash.
Yeah, that's nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, he's screwed. CNED tries to turn it in time, but the support's there. Cracks out of the captain, keeping control of the line. Rien's, the offset of the timing doesn't work out well enough for him. He can't counter-swing that. So down to Rien's and Woot, they do have the rifles in this bonus. So they are still a little bit more dangerous. You've got to pay them enough respect here. Don't give too much away. Knife back in 7. Trying to play together here. And it's beautiful. But really well controlled on that push up towards A there. They did everything right.
Boxed in at the end there by Yedajay. And Team Heretics trying to use that bonus round, trying to use that Neon to get a little bit aggressive there. Tanking that Dizzy flash. Who cares? Keeps going forward. If there was a layered flash from Woot there for Mini Boo there, maybe that could have worked out. Or maybe he needs to pause, wait for his teammates' spacing to get a little bit better, because he is Neon. He gets to go super wicked fast.
Nice!
So right here, first gun round, and Team Heretics needs to at least do damage to FUT, because FUT, they had so many players alive that round.
But looking to strengthen this, and if they do...
Fast beep, right?
Uh-oh, Paranoia, Dizzy, and they're going to commit to oh my god, to hunt this one down. CNED, that paint shell went in, and it's going to be Rienzu suffering. 31 HP. They're not going to know how much damage they've done, but they've sent them, running the hell away more than anything, looking for maybe a response through middle, maybe pressure market. But it's such a stack on this side of the map.
The next phase of this could be towards middle. It's looking like that it is for FUT, but the reclear on B main from Team Heretics right now. They're going to see nothing here, expect it to be weak, and potentially walk straight into a trap. Mini Boo in a prime position to disrupt just whatever, anything. And already Boo is walking up, creeping towards A. He's going to realize fairly soon It's just the Cypher here playing the retake. He's going to have to call his teammates back.
I want to see if he can break some utility to actually draw bodies off of this B site. Because right now it's
They're
3
running out of
players
time.
posted. Yeah, they've got 35 seconds. If you're going to do something, do it now.
At least they have a Neon that can sprint across. As soon as he sees this trip, he realizes this is a retake A. Give the spike to the Neon. Get him out of there. Because 30 seconds, you got to make a decision. You got to move.
They're trying to keep going this way?
Okay.
I mean, you're walking into a massacre. CNED's here, so it's back to the wall. VALORANT, they are against the odds. And those odds are stacked in their face. 14 seconds now. They're trying to brawl it out. A mistake on this round here has cost them a real opportunity, and 9 rounds of FUT. FUT did everything right. They just had to hold the site, have faith in the setup, and it worked wonderfully.
Team Heretics had to have thought, okay, you know what's going to happen here? They do all this aggression towards B main, then they're going to reset into A. There's no way they can stick around here, especially after we drone reclear and everything. But once Boo got all the way up, broke the trip, and did not get responded on by CNED, by Mr. Fallen flashing him, anything like that, he needs to be calling them back and saying, hey, look, I got all the way up, I broke the trips, I know it's a retake A from Cypher, and there's no one contesting me. So they're going to be stacked B. Like, that is his cue. And yeah, well, they don't do that. They lose the round. Team Heretics, they have 1 Vandal on Boo. The rest of them, low buy.
Standing ahead.
These fast openings haven't been working out for Team Heretics. Stealing that mid space this round off that A pressure.
As it stands, that third map becoming a real reality here.
Camera down, pulling the rotations, defense.
FUT, I just feel like they're in the right places. They've been positioning so nicely for this. CNED put to task in case they try and slip top middle, but we're seeing Heretics slip away from that.
It stressed the defense. They are worried right now about this mid pressure into market as well because of that camera down, but FUT not carrying, ripping towards A, re-clearing.
Yeah, the Dizzy got shot, but there's no way you expect 3 players here, right? There's, oh my god, no, this is not how this is meant to happen. This is how you get punished?
I know exactly.
This isn't meant to be the round that it all falls down. I thought they had the right idea, but maybe that little bit of pressure, that little bit of paranoia from that pressure top middle was enough to force them forward. And now you're seeing the consequences. Now you're seeing the site under that Heretics banner. The plant's going to be in, and it's down to Fallen and Yedajay to try and fight back through this, and an individual attempt isn't going to be enough. Mr. Fallen does evade the paranoia, and he's got a couple of targets here, but Pinhead's hard to hit towards, so Benji's just going to slip off from this one, sit a little deeper, depend a touch more towards Miniboo.
He's called Benji a Pinhead?
Yeah.
All right. You know, I've said this before, but we've said this before. These aren't the rounds that you're supposed to be winning. 1 versus 3 for Mr. Fallen.
Oh my god, stop it. Stop it. Why have you said that? Because now it's starting to happen. He's got 1 to the right and 1 to the left. Oh my god, what is going on? What are these individual fights? There we go.
He didn't get a half.
Oh my god.
He doesn't have time.
It's fine. I need to speak to my therapist after some of these rounds.
If he stuck at the half, that actually could have been winnable. But
100%.
on those sheriffs, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, this is Team Heretics. They shouldn't be winning that round, especially like the rounds that they should be winning, they're losing. The rounds that they should be losing, right here. Beautiful opening, beautiful second follow-up from Luke here to get into this game. But here, this is going to be a very interesting round. Everyone's got guns now. We've got a few really big, powerful ults. Rian's has Thunder's Fury. Woot has his ultimate on KO right now, can disable a lot of things. CNED has his Showstopper, and Krax has Thrash.
And when we talk about FUT, if we take a second to talk about this team, I think a lot of us kind of discuss it, you know, when we're away from camera, but I feel like they're still a momentum-based team. They're a team that thrives when they're feeling out of the game. And it's such a hard thing to quantify as well. It's such a silly thing that casters say, but it is true, especially in VALORANT. We're like, momentum and confidence. Literally, I hate it. I hate it. Oh, he's just, you know, he's in the zone. Don't worry about it. He's just in the flow state. End me. Oh, sorry. Molly myself if I'm
sorry,
I'm
that's
going,
like yeah.
Right. But the point is, though, that FUT still feel like that team to me. Like, when everything is good, they are incredibly hard to deal with. It feels like they get all the right reads, they're in the right place, they're hitting every shot. They are gunners. But that last round is a tilter. Now I want to see what the effect is. I like the fact that we've instantly got a timeout. It's actually from Heretics, so if anything, it's kind of nicely timed to maybe help them simmer down a bit.
Both teams?
I don't know. I don't think it was.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. Production, if you could correct us, let us know if this was a single timeout. I think it was just a Heretics timeout. And again, this actually might work well for FUT to kind of keep them back on a level and pick them up, because you saw the death slam from Cena, you saw the frustration.
They're going straight into this B play. They have the ultimates to follow it up.
Fast mid piece though coming out on the other side as well. Cena clearing straight through tiles.
Yeah, but he can't get too close to K ultimate.
Oh, no, he can't. Already going to send in the showstopper. Heretics have the site control.
They're not using their ults.
Nope. Now they are.
There we go.
There it is, countered, dealt with, and a fight to be had. Mini Boo standing, holding the line. Can he get out with his life? He does! How the hell is he getting out of that? 30 HP, and he's still sticking around. He's still going to be a nuisance, and he's still hitting just as hard. Yeta J, it's time to back off and say this was called from the start, but that pace change was devastating.
Boom, headshot.
No one is old enough
Really
to know
showing
that.
my age.
No one is old enough to know that.
FPS Doug.
Yeah, that was the first person I ever got like starstruck by. I remember meeting them at like a Katowice or something. They did some like filming back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And it was like meeting like both of them, and I was like, oh my god, that's
That's
them.
them.
That's
Yeah.
that guy.
Everyone knows you run faster with your knife out.
Literally, I felt like a fan. Fan mentality. But right now, I'm a fan of what we're seeing on the screens. 9-9. Heretics with a very quick pace change, but a nice investment of the ult. Well, you know, Woot kind of investing that just off the back of the counter to Cracks there as well. It worked wonderfully to keep control on that pressure.
Now we get a FUT timeout.
Yep.
And this is at the point of the game where they're kind of slipping up a little bit. They're letting the game get away from them. And what they need to do is not let their emotions get away from them. And I'm going to quantify this, okay? I'm not going to just say something about like Vibe Merchant or you know, momentum based. What I'm going to say is when they start to lose rounds like this, it appears to me that they start to do desperate plays, go a little bit too aggressive, and they dig themselves a deeper and deeper hole, trying to recover themselves out of it. And they are so good at doing the simple things right that if it doesn't work 1 or 2 times, they abandon that and start getting really desperate and like, oh, what do we do? Okay, CNED go rush down mid. Okay, CNED rush down B. And they don't need to do these things. They do have the Rolling Thunder if they want to do it, but they need to let Team Heretics show their hand first, because every single round so far, Team Heretics, this is their game plan 101 the entire year, is group as 4, sometimes even 5, walk around and do a full site hit. If they can catch 4 in a Rolling Thunder and then converge on that, that is their way to win the round and even come back into the game and win the game. If they try to do it before Team Heretics shows their hand, they might slip up and continue to give Team Heretics a huge berth.
Okay, 9-9 here. Still a purchase in the hands of FUT. It's not a good one. There are stingers coming out. There is a sheriff for Cracks, but these guys hit harder than a truck sometimes with these weapons, so don't write them off just yet. If that gets broken towards middle. Yeah, lovely. God, the observers. Josh, you were never doing bits like this.
What do you mean?
You were never doing bits like this. Little flash and a swing towards middle.
Stop.
And already they've cleared through mid. They've seen nothing, so everything unnoted so far. No idea what FUT are up to.
Team Heretics broke that trip. They stressed middle. Benji
Deploying drone.
going towards B main at the same time as the reclear towards A.
Last time they stressed middle, it was almost an overreaction towards A. We saw them have that triple stack over on that A site that cost FUT the round. Now Heretics doing something similar to a degree, but not following the same pathing. Now, looking to pace back in towards that B site.
CNED spotted at A. They think FUT is stacked there. Only 2 defenders towards B. That Rolling Thunder is there.
Goes still.
Takes too long.
Yeah, getting slowed down a little here, but there's still the 2 on the site. Yeta J, one of them, Mr. Fall. Oh, just trying to get ahead of it again. Mr. Fallen now just tucked towards back killer. He gets kind of a surprise fight. That's a ridiculous follow-up, though. Mr. Fallen desperately trying to keep those numbers at least within touching distance, but this is so difficult. A 2v3, an upgrade for Radic Captain. Cracks on the Sheriff, full utility, still a chance here. It's not impossible, it's just improbable. Trying to force Benji forward. Does the barrel show? It doesn't matter. He finds out a captain, and now the position will be considered. They'll know where that mosh came from. So Cracks' chance is diminished by the second. He can try as he wants, but there's still a utility here. Benji, even late round, popping some in, making it even trickier for Cracks to do anything of value. And I think he knows this one's done for. That is going to be 10 here.
Send Wingman on it.
And just in a vain hope of just anything. Oh, man.
Get hunted.
Okay.
Yes.
He does. Okay. Josh, this feels like this is a swing round now.
But was on eco there, gonna, you know, let that one
Yep,
slide.
yep.
But what I don't want to see them do, and what I want to see them do instead, is I want them to not try to control both sides, right? 3 towards A, 2 towards B.
Hey, if I don't got it, you got it, bro. Let's go.
If they're going to try to defend both sides at the same time, they're
Yeah.
going to lose every single time against Team Heretics, unless, you know, Team Heretics tries to go into the 3 stack, and then fourth player is able to rotate over, especially with an ultimate. We need to see them start playing, take a page out of Team Heretics' book. Play retake on one of the sites and stack at the other, and go for the retakes if you guess wrong.
Oh my god,
Fast
right
play.
off the rip. Let's see if it's rewarded. Straight down middle. CNED, can you close the gap? They're putting everything into this one. Rien's trying to send it back, and CNED's already been caught. It just felt like it fell flat.
Again, yeah.
Oh my god, Cracks you. Okay, they're sticking
what-
round.
okay.
The fact he hits that just feels like he's just won a 30-70, and he walks away feeling confident. Again, somehow we're in a 4v4 here. It felt like that was such a big investment for so little reward.
Again, 2-2 split on the sites for FUT right now. This could be devastating for them. Realizing that CNED was the guy going down middle.
Benji got hat.
I know exactly
There's the hat.
where you are.
Pinhead's back out. Smoke towards Market. You've got the off angle from Mr. Fallen. Does Cracks play headers? No, he can't. I think the paranoia caught him enough that he has to respect it. TP in. We've got 3 towards B now. Later rotate for Yellow, but he'll be here in time. You see that Team Heretics want to kind of clear back pillar.
Stuns up, guns up.
That's nice, hard. Can't avoid it that time. That's nice. Benji does get 2 on the way back in. Back down to a 2v2. Make it a 2v1 out of Captain. Looking to clutch up again. How does Boo play this? Oh, cleanly is how he plays that. But Cracks is sharp as hell. He's the one who got the pick back towards the start of this, taking down Mini Boo. Can he avenge his fallen brother here, Boo? Trying to play the dance. Toy with the timing. And Cracks, ice cold in it. Boo knows he's off. Spots him again.
Saw the head.
He doesn't need to go for this just yet. Now he does. Oh, he's toying with him. Careful, 2 HP here. He's going to have to swing this, and he does! Boo avenging his brother, getting the Red Bull clutch, and Heretics up to 11.
Scary, scary, scary. Mini Boo sliding in there in that 5 versus 4, getting taken out. Beautiful shot to put him down. But again, this is what I was saying. But they're feeling a little bit desperate. They're going a little bit too crazy. Off the barrier, use that rolling thunder. Sending CNED in by himself on a lone mission. He gets taken out. They just they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They're out of options and they're getting desperate and they're just running at them. Right now, Team Heretics is punishing it. And now Team Heretics can do a fast opening themselves.
Certainly can. And a couple of steps closer to getting those practices in towards best of 5s, Josh. And that is something that we know the Heretics will be looking for. It's a very small and elusive club of teams who know how to play those best of 5s, and this could be a chance for them to get on towards that.
Look, if there's any round that FUT's gonna win, it's gonna be off the back of a
Course
Sheriff
it is.
round.
Course it is.
It's always a thing. They have to win at least 1 per game.
Do you not remember the moment that just in the next couple of seconds, Ada Captain somehow gets 2 kills here? For
Oh yeah,
no
sorry,
reason?
I forgot that part of the script.
Yeah,
Sorry.
remember, okay? No one knows how it happens, but it does. Somehow he just magically gets 2 kills. I mean, these are literally the sort of rounds that FUT just always seem to get so scary in. Actually, they might get the timing. Hey, they've got Yeta J pushed up middle here. They can gamble or rotate over towards A. They felt nothing towards that B site.
That one way up on A link, rotation coming in. The attack has to come through elbow.
This feels like the best chance yet.
2 opening, 1
players.
digs.
Right place, and a Captain. There's the first. Remember, I told you about the second, though. Don't think it's done just yet. He's taking down Mini Boo, but Benji
30 seconds left.
is quick to this. Gonna catch the support system of CNED. There is another player here, though. That Dizzy should be the red alarm bells ringing, knowing there's a lot of players here.
Yes.
And the back line, there's the pressure. Cracks is gonna go down, but there's still out a Captain on the side. Mr. Fallen now swings from CT. There's the second. We all told you about it. You didn't believe us. But 10 seconds now. They need the plan here for Rien's. There's not much more he can do. 6 seconds. Flashed up, sunned up. This is just perfect from FUT. Finally, they get back in this. Told you.
It told me. Hate being right.
Yep. It's a curse.
And that's gonna really... I hope it doesn't, but it could have affected Team Heretics' confidence there. Still so close to being able to close it out 2-0 and go to the next stage. Team Heretics They have that Neon ultimate. They do look like they're opening up with a fast opening again. It's worked a couple times, but it's also been stuffed a couple times.
Yeah, really hard one to call on it, but CNET gets caught by the paranoia, and Mini Boost just set up for success. Out of Captain, trying to isolate a fair fight, but oh, Benji! Melting shot, they just keep going, and Crux goes down, they keep trying to make up and make up and make up, and now they just bulldoze through them. Heretics want that 12th round, they want to secure a bare minimum OT here. Mr. Fallen and Yedajay, this is really hard. A 2v5, no access to site. And there's going to be a plan against them too. Again, you've got to consider the money. You've got to consider every aspect of this. Those rifles are valuable. They're just getting no play here.
But just poked the Hornet's nest. Felt the wrath, the response from Team Heretics, and now they have to go save. Let Team Heretics have that 12th round, that match point. But I guess Team Heretics has 2 chances to close it out. FUT need 2 rounds in a row just to bring it to overtime. Right now, Team Heretics, great pace changes. Sometimes opening very slow, and FUT is going really aggressive, falling into the trap. And sometimes Team Heretics opens very fast and catches, especially CNED, out trying to take that map control. But that Neon timing with the flashes, with the dart combos, is just getting out past, breaking the timings of everything, catching them off.
So they get to the rifles. No, Yedajay's gone down. It's only Mr. Fallen who's going to get it. Keep you up to date while the replay runs. They did lose out on one of those 2 rifles there, so that's a big loss for them. They're going to reinvest. It's not going to be a complete loss, but that does mean Guardians. It does mean Bulldogs, and you can see that frustration, Josh. You can see it on the faces. Okay, that's interesting to me.
Looky. First time we're seeing an off on this defense. I think in this map in general, we haven't seen it all game, right?
No, I don't think so. Can't recall it. I mean, the problem is, as it stands, it's in the wrong place. And it looks like Heretics right back to business. They feel no resistance to this point.
Actually, Yedajay might have had it on attack once, but Team Heretics already sealing this A space into elbow. They have that ultimate. One-way smoke on spawn.
And it's going to be the guns in hand here. The paranoia does get sent from deep CT, so that's going to help out, actually. It gives a second of recovery here. As Yedajay unable to really be of much assistance.
Okay.
Minigo's gone down. That's good for Cracks. Tries to put his life on the line to get back towards the back box here. Mr. Fallen in support takes down Wood. We're still seeing this go on. This is a 3v4. Yedajay is barely breathing, but he's still alive. He's still got a gun in the game.
He can fake plant and teleport all the way back to B if he wants to. I wonder if they're going to do it, but they're not in the position, the rest of the team, in elbow right now, to be able to do that.
How much do they know? Who's going for it?
Sticking that plant. 3 versus 4. Benji alive. The win condition for the team.
Benji. Got to be clutching this. Rien's still here too. That's the 2 CT players, going to be locked down by them, but that puts so much on the plate of Boo. He can try and keep them back with one ways, but Mr. Fallen's found him. That's the site now open and available. They're getting overwhelmed here. FUT trying to fight back in, but Rien's does not find Mr. Fallen. Hold on. And Benji's always got to clutch in him at least once a game. And this might be the moment. No, out of Captain, still there. And now a 1v2, very difficult for Rien's, especially with Yedajay holding that angle. It's out of Captain to keep this one alive. 11 rounds for FUT. This game is starting to heat up now in the final moments.
The final chance to close this out. Regulation right now. I'm trying to look at the ultimates and the economy. Both teams with a full purchase. The op's still up. Crash still online for Cracks if he needs it for one of these retake situations. And a passive round for FUT that they're able to convert. So maybe they're finding out that, hey, you know what? We can do this passive stuff. We don't have to take the fight to them. We can let them do something right now.
Yeah.
It's all on that opening pick. Yedajay has that op actually on Cypher towards B. He's alone. 4-man stack for FUT.
This could be the right call, the right read. Do they continue? Do they try and challenge it? CNED goes forward. This is so dangerous. You're going to hear the ults coming up from either side. The paranoia going to be posted. Everything coming in. But Mini Boo right up mid. How has he sliced through them like a knife through butter? And oh my God, Mini Boo. Just deadly. Butchering FUT here. And CNED took a lot of damage. 17 HP is not enough. The flashes were great. The stuns were in. Everything going their way. Yedajay and Ada Captain have been great. But this is so much. Oh my God, Ada Captain still gets 2 here. Hold on. The spike's not down. Do they know about Yedajay? They will now. And it's too little, too late. 13 to 11. Heretics with a close affair in both maps. But close out 2-0.
Team Heretics looking strong as ever on Sunset, showing their strength as well on Abyss. Maybe showing their hand a little bit, but so much time between now and Champs to refine that, to figure out what's going on. FUT showing us kind of middle. Hey, this is pretty cool. Use that Omen, use that teleport, kind of stress that area on the map. But Sunset, I think FUT needs to figure out a way that they can keep their head in the game and make sure that they don't try to do these desperation plays, because when they do things well, they do them so well. And Team Heretics, I love the switch-ups that they do. The pace changes, the tempo switches, using the ultimates, and of course, relying on their individual skill to close out the rounds.
Yeah, we're actually seeing some really good games between these two. Now, consider that, yes, there is motivation for victories here. Obviously, that's a silly thing to have to highlight. But we are seeing that FUT are showing that willingness on the depth of the map pool, showing Abyss the first team to roll that chance. We're starting to see how prepared these teams are and what form they are with Champs on the horizon. So FUT, a nice try today, and you're right, a couple of things to fix going forward, but certainly manageable.
Very manageable. It's just a simple VOD review. It's a simple talk to the team and try to just maybe even utilize those timeouts to put themselves on ice a little bit, cool their tempers, and make sure they go in with a clearer plan of how they want to do things and close things out. They're just right there in some of these losing moments, but Team Heretics are looking so strong in so many of these moments. All of the individuals coming up on different times to shine. Mini booth is openings throughout both maps. Benji, Boo, closing out a lot of these rounds, and great support from Woot and Rienz the entire time as well, with the darts, with the knives, the flashes coming in, with the trade kills, looking like a really solid unit.
Yeah, you're spot on, and this team's shown a lot of resilience as of late. They've had a very, very busy year so far, and it's not getting any quieter anytime soon. So to still show that drive to survive, almost that will to carry on. And here we can see those last couple of moments back through Miniboo. I didn't even catch him getting right up middle like that. It completely caught off guard FUT, but still, fantastic display. Glad we got to see Abyss here. Both teams clearly prepared for it. Not sure how, refined it'll be by the time it probably reappears towards Champs, but both of them highlighting it's in the wheelhouse, it's there to be used. I can't wait to what form we see these guys going forward. And the biggest thing now going forward as well is we got best of fives on the horizon. That to me is a really tantalizing prospect, totally different realm for some of these teams. But before we waffle too far, we have a lovely little treat for you guys. So if you do want to stick around, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to have Voot, I believe, on the post plant. So you might want to stick for that one to get some inside info. If not, no stress. We'll see you soon.
Pansy, we do stress. We stress. We want them to stay for post-one, especially considering we're going to have Voot with us in just a moment. But for now, I've got Zeish and Ash here. I'm really upset because I really thought FUT might be able to actually win the entire tournament. I think it's about time for a Turkish team to take the crown. Well, what did you guys think? Why do you feel like they weren't able to take it today? I'll start with you, Ash.
I think we saw FUT kind of get a bit more emotional today on the stage there as well. They got a little bit tilted when they were down rounds on Abyss, and then I think on Sunset as well.
Yeah.
When they were losing that momentum, you saw some of those frustrations mounting, I feel like, in the reaction cams.
I mean, like when I saw FUT today, it looked like Heretics yesterday against Vitality. They just like looked really frustrated, like not really in the game in terms of emotions. Like sometimes like they had JJ screaming when they were winning good rounds, but you can see on their face that they were really like frustrated.
Well, let's bring out Zeish's ranked duo. It's Voot. It's Voot from Team Heretics. Is this true? You've been carrying him in ranked?
Yeah, he was carrying my
I'm
ass
not carrying.
The mic. Yeah, there we
We
go.
are playing together, not carrying, but like 50-50.
No, he's so
Okay.
good for me.
Yeah? How was him? How was he? Was he good?
He's really good. Like,
He's
better
just
than
like-
Neil in Valorant.
Better than Neil?
I mean, Neil is Platinum 3.
No,
so
but you cannot compare me to him. Like
why?
he's not a good player.
You're embarrassing him, but you're embarrassing him.
Okay.
First of all, congratulations.
Thanks so much.
We've talked a little bit, we were having a little discussion about vibes before you got here, and I think if we take a look at today, your vibes today were the Heretics that we know and love. You know, you were doing your little handshakes, you were hyping each other up, it was really, really cute. We absolutely love seeing you guys like this, but it didn't really feel like this yesterday. Is that fair to say? Maybe yesterday you guys were a bit more tilted?
No, we talk so much about it, like the aura, team aura, like handshakes, like motivations, compliments each other's. We talk so much about it, so we just fix it. Sometimes it's hard when you're losing Like we didn't lose that much today, so I think it was about we did. Like we were winning and we were on like winner mood, so we didn't feel that. But we literally talk about it so much, especially we are tired right now. We played so much officials in a row, and it's like our first year, like almost all of us. So we just talk about it and try to use our like 100% what we have.
Yeah.
Now we are using it.
We can see it. And Zay, I'm going to give you an opportunity to tell.
Could have used it earlier yesterday to qualify me to champs.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And now you see, we could have been together in Seoul, like playing ranked together as usual, and now you're using it in the wrong day.
I have better though there.
No way.
Yeah, it's texture.
You're leaving him for texture?
Sorry.
Ooh.
So he didn't qualify me.
He's
he didn't
cheating
try
on
his
you.
best yesterday,
Yeah.
and he's saying this now.
He's not loyal.
It's fine.
Wow, but...
That's the life. I'm teaching in life.
It's okay.
Okay, is it just you with texture? I feel like everybody fights for texture though. How do you know he's gonna pick you?
I mean, we're gonna go Korean barbecue together. I
Okay.
think that's enough reason.
That's love.
Yeah, and
You know I
Good
can bring you
contents.
to Korean barbecue also if you
bro,
qualify
it's
me.
Korean. Of course, he's gonna know the best places.
Yeah, that's true.
But who's doing the cooking? Are you or Texture going to do the cooking at
I
Korean
don't think
barbecue?
either of them doing the
I
cooking.
don't think
Neil.
Content.
I think Neil's doing the cooking.
I don't think texture can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Honestly,
chance.
it's always me. I feel like whenever we go
I
kick
also do
yeah,
that,
we're the
yeah.
token. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm always like, guys, okay, I got this.
It's
You know,
fine.
it's all good. It's all good. But I'm really sad to hear about this. He was bigging you up, but he was like, that's my rank duo. But that's
Sorry.
life, like
Not
you
in
said.
Seoul.
Next year?
Looking so bad.
no, we're joking. Zaysha's about to get unleashed. No, all good, don't worry. Let's talk about something else, because the Abyss comp that you guys ran. So, okay, I have a few questions, so let's just start with the obvious one. Were you guys wanting to play Abyss at playoffs? Were you hoping to play Abyss? Like, what are your feelings with Abyss?
Yeah, because they already qualified for champions. Also, we want to pick as well, so we're gonna see how we're gonna run on officials, like, because it's not same. It's not happening same. When new map came, we are procking, yeah, but it's like completely different with the officials.
Yeah.
So we just try to see it, and they picked, so we just pick Sunset back. It's really good.
You
for
like
us.
it?
Yeah, I think I like Abyss. Like for myself, I really love Abyss. Because
You okay?
see in 6 months, so
Oh wow!
You see, he's DMing me.
No,
it's
this
fine,
is
it's fine.
no, but this is like you know, when you really like someone, you feel comfortable
I know.
to do that. You know.
But
It's
you know,
cute.
yesterday when I saw they had Bind and Sunset in the bio, I said it's impossible to lose. It's
Oh.
impossible they lose and they managed to do it. But I know now why, you know, because he had a better duo waiting for him in Seoul. He didn't wanted me to qualify there.
This is like K-drama.
It's
I feel
fine.
like we're watching
Yeah.
a K-drama unfold. Yeah.
yeah, with Korean people, yeah,
No.
it's true.
Oh my god.
like
This is
it's
getting
texture.
out of hand. This is getting out of hand. But you wanted them to play the double duelist, right? You
yeah,
felt like it would
for
have
me,
been better.
like recently, you are not like really confident as you were before, like in your matches. This is what I felt, at least from the games. And I would like have said that you will go to run like a double duelist comp, like to get back a confidence and like just run on people. Because like for me, I felt this year, like your team and our team was like kind of the team that, like rookie team that will run on people, like not afraid. And like, I mean, for us, it stopped working. But like for you guys, like I thought like to get back this confidence, you are going to run on a new map, a double duelist thing. So like you can run on people and they won't really expect your firepower coming back. So
It's like about with me, because I proved I can play same with the initiator as well in every match, I think,
Yeah, sure.
like other match as well. But in these days, I am like a bit over, like my mental is not on the best.
Yeah.
Like the officials, like I'm feeling so tired, basically. I'm feeling so tired, and I'm like trying to give my best on comms. Like I was worse before a few days. Like I was literally worse. Like I was mentally down, but like I'm trying my best. So I don't think it's gonna be like bad in champions, because I will go back to my country. I'll go back to Turkey and like reset myself and come back stronger. So I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Also, I am comfortable with Flex right now. Like
sure.
I
mean,
love
yeah, of
Gecko
course you
right
can
now.
see it.
I mean, you got a 367 ACS KO over here. Yeah, I remember that. How are you guys managing with the fatigue? Do you have like a performance coach? Is people that you can talk to, make sure that you're not overworking yourself?
Yeah, like Neil is really experienced about it. Also, we have good performance coach as well. Like our coach stuff is really good on it. Like they know how to work with rookie players because we don't have any experience. I'm like living this situation first time in my life. I never like performed that much bad for myself. So it was a bit hard for me, but they explained why it's happening and how we're gonna fix it. So I'm just trying to do it. I think it's like going better for me. Like I'm resetting in the same time I'm performing well. So yeah, our coach roster is insane for it.
Oh yeah, you guys, I mean, the fact that you're managing to do this, bounce back after a loss as well is really, really impressive. Anything that you want to ask VUT, Ash?
How did you feel about the deadlock, I guess, that FUT pulled out on Abyss? Was that a surprise to you?
I think we already played against Deadlock in Prague, so like we just tried to, it's new map. So what can we expect? Like we don't know anything.
Yeah.
So we just played our game, played our strats, read the strats, and we won. That's all. Like
I'm just happy to see you win on Sunset again. You know, I like the whole, every time we saw the Sunset, we could be like, yeah, it's a free win. It's a free win. I'm sure you guys must feel, you know, not great about losing it yesterday, but great that you were able to bounce back.
I think it's good to lose because we learned how people are countering us well, and I think Vitality like did well on Sunset. Like they copying us. I'm not gonna lie, they are copying us, but they just make it better than us. So we just learn what's our mistakes, what's our gaps. So we just trying to fix it. Also, it's good we lost. People's gonna think, okay, we can just don't ban Sunset. We can play.
Oh, false sense of security, right? Yeah.
They're not gonna feel like pressure on them, so they can pick or don't ban, and we can play our map again because it's literally same Sunset, same comp, same everything same.
I still think they should ban it though. What do you guys think? I still think they should just like, you know, let's not take that risk. What's the point? They lost one time, but there's just one time. Let's ban it.
I would also like to see them play against you guys on a different map, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, pull something different out. I mean, I know it's playoffs right now, and it obviously is an elimination match. Everyone wants to still try to get to the grand final, but at the end of the day, also throw something new out there before champs and be able to test things out in the server.
I wonder if you guys make the final, I wonder if Fnatic will use that in the double ban. What do you guys think? Because obviously it's their permaban, but do they want to take, you know, they took on KC, they took on FUT, but do they want to come for the king? You know what I'm saying? There's like a different ball field. What do you think? You reckon they would ban it against you, or they let you have it?
Sunset? I don't think it's no, it's not Sunset. I think Abyss, because I think we did good on
But they
Abyss.
have 2 bans.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
First of all, it's Abyss. Second, I think it's not Sunset because their Sunset is strong and like a bit different as well. I think they're gonna believe their Sunsets because they have 100 win rate with Hero right now and they're doing well. I watched them, like they're literally doing good on the map. So I don't think they're gonna ban it. Probably second ban, I don't know, maybe Ascent.
Yeah, but you guys don't like to play Ascent.
Who knows?
Oh, okay. Well, they put a ban. What would you do?
I mean, if I was Fnatic, I wouldn't go to Champions without playing Abyss because as he said, like for me, if we were still in playoff, we would like have played Abyss 100%. Like Fnatic banned it against us actually, but we wanted to pick it. Like we wanted to pick Abyss against Fnatic and like just try things because anyway, if you don't try it now, you go to champs and
you never know, right? Just
you never know, you know. Like if you are good on it and your things in pracs work, so you can have this like weapon in your arsenal like for champs. But if you never try and you go in champs and you try it
and it fails,
and you fail, you're dead. You know?
All right, where are you sitting with this?
Honestly, if I'm Fnatic, I feel like I would want to play Sunset up against Heretics because you guys are still the best team on Sunset. Like I feel like that's a litmus test that you want to be able to make. So that's how I kind of feel about it. I do want to pivot away from the conversation though. I do have a question for you, but I'm curious to see who you would like to see from America's making champs because there's 3 spots still that have to be locked in and their playoffs start today.
What are the playoffs?
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Crew C9 are in knockout round together. Sentinels 100 Thieves are in knockout round. And then
Lev have made it already.
Yes. And then G2 is the other team in the upper semifinal.
Yeah.
Sentinels, G2.
100 Thieves.
100 Thieves? Oh, so you're saying Sentinels and G2. Okay, of course.
And then
Oh, you want to play
Right, and-
against G2 again?
Yeah,
You
like,
didn't get enough
I
last
missed them.
time? Yeah.
What was the last bracket?
Your mic.
What was last
Crew
bracket?
in C9.
Crew.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think Crew deserved. Like they did
Yeah, they
pretty
did.
good year.
That'd be fun.
They
That'd be
were
a fun
0-5
one.
or something. They were so bad and they just popped off.
Yeah, it'd be a fun one. I like that. Let's take a look at the quick bingo card because we showed you guys a bingo card in the top of the day today. And I think that a couple of things got checked, stamped. I'm not sure. If it did, hooray. If it didn't, then we have 2 more days left to play bingo. And it looks like... Did anybody fall off on Abyss? I don't remember. I don't think anyone
I
did.
don't think so.
I don't think so, no.
I don't think anybody fell off on Abyss. I did make a Slug Club reference, so that has been checked, stamped, I believe. You shout out to all the Slug clubs out there. Some Slug approves. Guys, honestly, I reckon I can convince Sliggy to come here to the Downward Slug in the studio. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Player getting 350, I don't think that's happened. I don't think anybody's going to pick Clove. I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, it depends.
No.
No, right?
And there is no Clove player.
Yeah. Angel's out the tournament. I feel like that would have
You
been
are.
the obvious one. IG out to top frag. I think the way Boo was playing today.
He was, but
Yeah.
I think Ryans and Minibu finished top frag. It was 21 in Abyss.
It's hard to top frag on your team. I feel like that might be the most difficult team to try and top frag
Yeah,
on.
everyone can
Because
drop.
anyone can top frag. It doesn't matter. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on this and see what happens. Before we leave you guys, we got a couple more things. We have the bracket, first of all. And there's only 3 teams left. We have our top 3 guaranteed. Fnatic have made another grand final. And we will, it will come down to Vitality versus Team Heretics. Zaysh, who do you want to win?
Who?
Yeah.
Vitality against Heretics?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Heretics.
Aww.
I mean,
Thank you.
there is Wood. I love him. I mean, their team is like, you know, when you watch their vlogs or like you talk with them
You
every
can't
day.
not like them.
Yeah, you cannot don't like them.
Yeah.
So like, and also I really like their stuff. And yeah, I mean, Vitality took our place in Champions, so of course I won't cheer for them.
Thank you so much.
And Ash, this is your last day here with us, so I want you to predict the winner of the whole thing, the entire playoffs. Let's see if you can jinx them.
If I can
Oh, you were
jinx
gonna say
somebody?
something. Oh, okay.
You're gonna make me do this well, but
Yes,
it's
I'm gonna
sitting
do
here
it,
next
yeah.
to us.
It's your
Yeah.
time to be honest.
Yeah. Go on, say Vitality. Do it.
He's gonna curse anyway.
Okay, then don't say Heretics.
I feel like it's a Fnatic 2 times in a row.
Yeah? Back to back?
Back to back.
Okay.
I need to take my revenge first.
But listen,
so-
I'm jinxing it, so Heretics win.
I will not live in a world where you come second again in any tournament, but I will not. I will refuse.
Everyone's rubbing salt in the wound.
No,
today.
I'm saying that in a nice way. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, like no, I don't prefer to like don't qualify to grand final. Like I want to go every grand final, but I don't want to lose anymore. Please, please.
You won't. I believe in you, for sure, after the way you guys played today. And you might meet Fnatic, and just in case you do, we have a question here from Chronicle. He left for you on the last post plan. Take a look at this. It's you.
Will you buy me a popcorn? I mean, it's not a question you need to buy me now. That's obligation.
I know you're not always the best with, different kind of food. Can you eat popcorn? You're okay with it?
Yeah, of course.
You like popcorn?
Oh, not that much. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
you don't
okay.
like popcorn?
No, I like.
Oh, okay. Will you buy Chronicle popcorn?
No.
Oh no, we're starting beef. We're starting beef on post one. Why not?
I don't want.
Okay, he doesn't want to buy you popcorn. I'm sorry, Carl. We tried. We tried. Now, do you have a question for the next guest? You've done this before. We're going to ask you to ask a question for whoever. It might be your teammate, whoever it's going to be, the next time you play, or somebody from Team Vitality. This camera right here.
Hey, safe. Stop copying my settings. So, I hope you're gonna find your own settings soon, if you win.
By the way, we're only going to have Safe on the show if you lose. So, you're okay with that? Oh my God. I love this. This is just chaos. We've gone off the rails. This is a chaotic post-clon, okay? It's okay. We roll with it. We roll with it. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations once again. Thank you, Zeish, for joining us for the day as well. Hopefully we see you again soon. And thank you very much to Ash as well. Thank you to all of you guys at home for watching. It's been a fun day. We're going to have more shenanigans coming up. Not tomorrow. We're going to take a break. But the day after tomorrow, come back and join us for a best of 5 between Team Heretics and Team Vitality. Have a lovely rest, and we'll see you then.
So I thought Boaster could bait for him instead. Yeah, why not just swing them with the own? And what is this?
Sandwich.
To 11. Vitality put up a good fight, but in the end, Fnatic sneak up and take the win. Ender's career. They now know exactly where he is, and that is him dealt with. 13-6. The first map might have been close, but Fnatic breezed through to the grand final on Sunset.
Yeah, this was a map again. We said it many a time that they were avoiding. They were perma-banning. They didn't want to play anybody on it for the longest amount of time. They were forced to in the previous grand final.
What is back?
To 11, Heretics with a close affair in both maps, but close out 2-0.